Welcome back to Champaign as we kick off year 3 of the Lovie Smith era. Fighting Illini, trying to bounce back after a challenging year last season. And the head coach of the Fighting Illini, Lovie Smith, is with us. And, Coach, some of that challenge, frankly, was self-imposed last year. You went with a youth movement by design, got some young guys experience who I know you felt like were the best players you had out there. So now that you're a year older, now that you've gotten some of those young guys experience, where have you seen the greatest growth in this team?
Well, just really, Dave, everywhere. You mentioned when you play that many young players, it's going to be some growing pains. We had those. But since then, guys play a lot of linemen, need to get in the weight room. They've done that. Know more about football, just more familiar with being a college player. So we're in a different position right now. We won't rely on that many young players this year, and hopefully that experience the guys got last year will really help us this year.
You made a change on offense. Is it what you expected and what you wanted?
Absolutely, Coach. Rod Smith did a lot of research, of course, with what we wanted our offense to look like. And, I looked at the stats. We all have a history. This brand of ball with them, a lot of yards, a lot of points, and it's been that way. We're still, of course, growing, but like what we've seen so far.
On the defensive side, it looked like got a strong defensive line to be able to get to the quarterback.
Have to have that defense, of course. For our defense to be strong, the defensive line needs to be good. And they're the engine of our defense. We have some experience there. We talk about young players, guys like Bobby Roundtree, Isaiah Gay, made progress last year, and we expect them to take big steps this year.
How do you address goals with the team? Do you talk about them? Do you set certain goals?
Yeah, absolutely. Where we are with our program, we talked about what happened last year. Daily goals, of course, just to get better as much as anything. We're not looking at the AP poll right now, anything like that. We know we're a better football team, and we just keep getting better. Those things will kind of take care of itself, but we just want to play our best ball, what we're capable of doing. With that, things are going to work out pretty good for us.
How will you guys utilize the new freshman rule? You played a lot last year, obviously, but now you can play them 4 games, any 4 games. Have you guys have a strategy and a plan for that?
Yes, we do. First off, if a freshman is good enough to help us early on, we're just going to go with that. We realize we have options, with injuries at the very least worse at the end of the year. But initially, we're going to just go with the best players and see how the season plays out.
Quarterback play was an issue last year. A.J. Bush clearly got the most reps with the ones today. Where are you in the process of narrowing it down and deciding on a starter?
We had legitimate competition at a lot of positions in training camp, but, of course, the quarterback was one that people would like to talk about the most. A.J. has gotten a lot of reps. He's been everything we wanted him to be. We're moving in a direction where it's kind of obvious who our guy will be, but we still have a little bit more time. Every training camp practice matters, but it's starting to become a lot clearer on who will lead us the first game.
What has stood out to you about him?
Everything you're looking for in a quarterback. First off, leadership. You hear him. He's vocal. He's a confident player. He's got talent, whether it be throwing the football, and he's athletic enough to, of course, keep the chains moving when we need him to do that.
Coach, new facilities in the works. I was up far too early this morning running through town, and those guys were already hard at work. It was barely light outside. Give us a sense of the progress, how far along it is, and what it'll mean to the program.
Well, as we continue to build our program, that was one of the things that we needed to upgrade, our facilities. Josh Whitman, of course, and the administration made a commitment to that. And at first, it was just we were showing pictures. It's just a kind of pipe dream a little bit, but now it's reality. The floor is laid. Next time this year, we'll be in this facility. This next recruiting class that we bring in will never have a chance to go into this. They'll go into the new facility. So we're pretty excited about that.
Head coach Lovie Smith. Coach, thanks for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.